Hey guys, so today I want to show you how to build a very simple habit tracker so you can track all of your habits. Let's start by opening a completely new page and we name the page Habit Tracker. Ideally, we pick an icon, let's say this icon, and we can also add a cover. First it will add a default cover, but then you can change the covers as you want. You can even upload your own covers, link them, or get them from Unsplash. Let's just take this one, not to overcomplicate, and let's dive right in. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to change this view to full width, so we have more space to work in, and then we start building the habit tracker. Step number one, we create a table, so we press slash, and then we press the table view to get the database. Now we name the table, let's say habit tracker number 1, and we hide the title so it looks a little bit better. We can also rename this table to weekly because we are going to be showing the weekly view. Now the first thing I want to start with is days of the week. This is the first property, you can't delete it, so we'll just change days of the week, and we need 7 of them. Right now we have 3, you can press shift and then just enter and it will add new ones. So let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now when we have done the days of the week, we can go forward and start putting in the habits. So for this, I would advise you to click Edit Property and on Type, press the checklist, which will make a nice checklist. Perfect. So now here we are going to be adding each habit one by one. Let's start in the morning. I always start my mornings with reading, so that's going to be the first habit. And then we can simply duplicate the property and enter the next habit. Let's say for me is morning routine, which I built with my coach, which is some shaking, some meditation, and so on. For you, it might be a bit different. Then I usually do a morning workout. And finally, I finish the day with an ice bath, right? Okay. So here we basically have the habits. We can resize it a little bit so we see the whole table. And this table now operates on the principle that for every day we can check them out and we can also uncheck them. Now, we don't want to do this every single week, right? So here's what we can do. We can introduce the button function. If we press slash and button, we will have a button that will create for us what we want to create. So let's name this button create a new week. When any of this occurs, so when button is click, what action will happen, right? So for action, we will do insert block, and then we would simply copy this table with content, make sure that the table is empty, and we will drag it inside this block. What is really important is that we drag one more block on top of the table, so it will always make a space before it does new table. So alas, this is amazing. We press done, and now every time we will click this, it will create a new week, right? So that's done. Now this is automated. Every Sunday when we are planning our habits, we can just duplicate the table for the next week. We can add new habits. Now you know how to do it. And then we have the habit tracker. Now, one very important thing is what to do with the remaining tables. And I suggest you make an archive page. So let's do let's type archive. Let's turn this into a page. Okay, so now this is a page, and let's also change the icon. Let's use archive box icon. And now we have another page where we can each week drag our habit trackers. That's it for today. This is how you build a very simple tracker. You can play around with the table. You could also reverse to have days of the week on top, to have habits on the left, doesn't matter, but this is how you build the simple one. See you in the next one, guys.